so good to chat to you again. Today we are chatting about narcissism. So when I did my video on the fight response, I touched on it very briefly there, and a lot of people on Instagram asked me to please expand on that, so that's what I'm going to do today. Before I do, please subscribe, like, hit the notifications button, and share. Whoever you know who you believe could benefit from this, or it would make a difference or help, please do share. Okay, so narcissists. Well, I'm going to be a little bit different to what is out there. And before I share the information that I'm going to with you about what a narcissist is, I feel that I would just like to make it clear that it is not about vilifying anybody. And I know that that sounds really strange because out there is so much information about narcissists, what bullies they are, cruel, mean-spirited, abusive, manipulative, controlling, and all these things and more are true. However, when we vilify somebody, we keep ourselves in a state of victimhood. And my sincere hope is to get you out of that place of victimhood and to make you more empowered. Remember, there is an old saying, every victim needs a villain. There is a spectrum. As you go along the spectrum, you get the malignant narcissist who enjoys hurting other people. They actually have this thrill watching other people hurt, watching other people fall, watching other people in misery, gives them pleasure. They are right there on the border with the sociopath. And then you're going on to another spectrum. Obviously, you're now dealing with sociopaths and psychopaths, and that's a whole different ballgame altogether. So what do we do? Okay, if you are a codependent, you need to heal. And I'm going to go through tools and skills to help you heal. There is no quick fix. There is no click of the finger and it's all done. It is a process. It is a journey in healing. So be aware of a narcissist, recognize a narcissist, realize that perhaps you are dealing with a narcissist, and if that narcissist triggers you, if that narcissist hurts you, if that narcissist is in any way abusive to you, you need to leave, step away, cut ties entirely with that narcissist while you are on your healing journey. One of the things that confused me a lot of times in my life when dealing with a narcissist was that a narcissist would hurt and trigger me, but I would look around and see that the narcissist does not have the same effect on other people. And that is because their wounds are different. So they recognize perhaps that this is a narcissist, or they just don't have the same core wounds that you would have as a codependent / fawn, and so they don't hit those buttons quite as hard. Just as you are a fawn or a codependent, you are in your own way dealing with a sickness, if you will, so is the narcissist. And what happens is that these two extremes pull each other like a magnet. And so you will find that if you are a codependent / fawn, you would have had or do have lots of narcissists in your life. And the only way to stop drawing those people in your life is to level up, is to heal those core wounds, is to heal that codependency. Sometimes it might be difficult because perhaps you are co-parenting with a narcissist. Then obviously what you want to do is you want to become as uninteresting to them as you possibly can. A term that they like to use is a grey rock. You want to become a grey rock to this person. So think about a grey rock. A grey rock's not very interesting. We kind of glance over it. We don't take much notice of it. You want to make yourself a grey rock in their lives. You want to make yourself pretty uninteresting. You want to give them no ammo, no information. That means cut them out of your social media. That means block them from your statuses. That means minimizing your contact with them as much as you possibly can while you are healing and working on you. How long does that take? It's like asking how long is a piece of string. It is going to vary from person to person. It is going to vary depending on how much work and effort you're willing to put in, and it's going to vary depending obviously on the depth of your own pain that you need to acknowledge and see. Often the narcissist within themselves, not always, sometimes they are blatantly abusive and cruel and mean-spirited. But often when you're dealing with a deep wound that they perhaps have triggered, they know that they have that power over you. And that's why they keep hurting you. So often I've heard people say, but why would they hurt me that way? Because it gives them a sense of power and control over you. It gives them a sense of they're okay. There's nothing wrong with them. Look at me. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting in my chair. I'm looking back. I'm okay. You're the one that's going crazy, right? So just bear in mind that they love to play games. They know how to play games. They know how to push all those buttons. And as a fawn / codependent, what you have most likely done is ignored a lot of red flags. As you entered that relationship with the narcissist, there were a lot of red flags that maybe perhaps you genuinely did not see or you ignored, because you want to rescue them. You want to be there for them. You want to look after them. You want to be their savior. And the truth is, you can't save anybody but you. Your health, your well-being is your responsibility. It's not anybody else's responsibility. And my fawns, my codependents, you are not responsible for anybody else. You feel you are. You feel so deeply that you are because you were most likely told as a child that you are. You were trained to believe that you are. I was told as a child regularly that I was responsible for the fighting in the home. It wasn't assumed, it was told to me that it was because of me that I was a bitch, that I stirred trouble, that I fill in the blank. Again, you're dealing with a narcissist. If you need somebody to blame, they're never going to blame themselves. It's always going to be somebody else around them. And that is who they are. Now, I am not saying before that you need to accept this, that you need to make room for it in your life. You absolutely don't. At the same time, like I said in the beginning, we really don't want to vilify them either, because you must remember, you might be the victim. Genuinely, and I'm not taking that away from you. You really might be the victim, but you are their villain. And they have painted you to everybody they know as being the ultimate villain. And you don't want to play that game with them. That's when you walk away, you bow out gracefully. Yes, chances are you're going to lose people. Chances are you're going to have a broken heart. Chances are it's going to feel like the end of your world. But I'm here to say that when you have that courage to do that, it is the start of a whole new world. And so keep following me, keep chatting, and I am going to give you hopefully skills that you can use in your own life. Some of them might seem pretty simplistic. Maybe you'll come across one that doesn't resonate with you personally. Keep going, keep subscribing, keep sharing, because I'm going to share with you all the skills that I know, that I learn and keep learning as I continue to speak to the most wonderful teachers out there. Please leave a comment, share, and of course if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to address them. Our next topic is going to be about learning to sit with our feelings.